Hello, my name is Phil. Today we're going to be talking about angles. Today we're going to be talking about angles. Angles. Alright, so angles. Most of you have been doing 2D animations, like, the wall, and then have a stick run. That is a stick running. He goes left, some sticks go right, you know, all of that stuff. How to do angles, though? It's basically how you see things in perspective. I'm going to talk about 3 techniques today. Most Yeah, I'm gonna talk about three techniques of how to see angles, not technically do angles, but how to see angles. Again, practice the hell out of animating in angles. So I'm gonna talk about Supranova's angles, how he sees things in real life. No, how he sees things in angles. If you see his free run animation is if you see his free run animation in stick page, I think that's the only place where you can see it. Yeah, or Newgrounds. I don't know. Just Google. Okay, Google stick figure animation free run, and then supernovas. Look for supernova. Okay, this animation actually explains a lot on how he sees his angles. So pretend this is a camera. This is a camera, right? And the lines represent how, like, which perspective, how the perspective is, yeah, how he is seeing things. His perspective. All right. So how he sees things is basically a wide perspective, narrowing down to it like a focus point. This is his focus point. This is angle one. Okay, first of all, our black stick is going to be our main object for all these 3 examples, or the 3 techniques. Yeah, or 3 techniques. This is example one. You can see the wall is his focus point, and we move that wall, or we move this focus point to the bottom left, top left, top right, bottom right, and you can see our stick basically right now he's looking at the wall, right? If we move that focus to the bottom left, he's still looking at the bottom left. Top right, still looking at the top right. Wait, top left, then top right, yeah. And then bottom left. You can see our stick basically goes according to what angle we have as of now. Um, you could do this. Like, this is probably the best way to do angles, in my opinion, because Supernova has the cleanest animations I've seen and the cleanest angles I have seen. Like, this is very good for, like, precise backgrounds. You can see I have a door, and then you could just basically do these door backgrounds and stuff, and then have perspectives of a pipe and all that good junk, and have it move around, and it'll just be like one wall. It's glorious. Could do it with this. It's probably the cleanest way to do angles. But if you're not comfortable with that, I'm gonna show you a lazier way, because what I'm gonna show you is how I see perspectives. This is probably the laziest way to see perspectives. I see things in a box rather than a camera. I don't have a focus point. I only have my focus point is merely my object. Other than supernovas, his focus angle. I know he still has a focus object, but his focus angle will always be the focus. This wherever the camera's basically zooming in, wherever it's panning, not panning, wherever it's elongating to. Let's say that this is his focus point. The green dot is always his focus point. That's his camera. That's where the camera's gonna end, ish. How I see things, my main object is always my focus point. I don't really have, like, my camera doesn't really elongate anywhere. It only uses you guys are familiar with this, the Z, X, and Y. Yeah, the X, Y, Z arrows. If you got any 3D animators would know this. This is always blue, green, and red, I think. So it's red, green, and blue. Well, one of those things. Any 3D animators, you'll know this thing. I always use this, and I always use 3 lines to indicate how I'm seeing my angle. And sorry, I was just checking the time. This is one example. This is my go-to angle. Let's say this is a wall. Okay, this is my wall. Like in the room. See, oh my god. Like in the room, we're focusing on this line. This line is basically going to be this line. So, how I have my stick, he's facing this way, right? This is because my object is facing this way already. And that's how the angle's set up. So I have my camera looking at the object and my wall basically seeing how the object will move in perspective of the camera. This is another example, X, Y, and Z, you can see. Now it's like a top-down view. This is like a flat view, you can see the X is almost close to like a Y, but the Y is a little lower. But yeah, this is like a flat view. Another top-down view, etc., etc. Just keep making 3 lines, you'll eventually end up with an angle. That's the lazy way. That's my way. If you're comfortable with that, go ahead. I am very comfortable with that, and it works for me. And the third technique, basically, something simple. What you do is base your angle on, create your angle based on your character perspective? Character angle. Yeah. You can see I have a face looking straight at you, like the grumpiest face in the entire world. Very sleepy, very old, and has war paintings that are green and glowing and neon. So, here's our main object. He's facing right at you. The wall, or the floor, should be somewhere around there. If we move this angle up, the floor will obviously go down, because the wall is basically behind him. We could say this is our wall. So the walls are basically go down when your angle is like this. And when you have your main object looking down, your floor goes up, because your perspective is basically shooting this way. Like if I have a camera box like this, this is where you're shooting, and the wall basically goes up. It just keep practicing. You'll get it. You'll get it. You don't need me. You don't need me to explain. Left, right, left, right, left, right. No, 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 no. And that's basically a simpler way to do angles. The middle, up, down, left, right. Just like start AB or BA. No. Wait. I got it wrong. Whatever. So those are 3 techniques. If you guys have any more questions, or if those 3 techniques don't work, you could try another way. But for now, I'm just gonna show you 3 techniques on how to do angles. Those are probably the 3 maybe most common technique angles. But I'm not sure. I'm a stick animator, not a full body animator yet. Again, Supernova's angles. He's a good animator. Supernova's a fantastic animator. His camera view, how it's all elongated into a focus point, you can do that. The lazy way, which is the XYZ plane, or XYZ axes, referencing a wall. This. And of course, the basing your angles based on your character. So front, up, down, left, right, and wherever you want to animate however you want your character to be facing. So let's say I want, get out of here, lines. So let's say I want my black, please. I want my angle like this. What I would do is, since why is my line there? Since my line's like this, I'd have it go up, and essentially just like that. Good enough. So if you guys have any more, well, if you guys wanted to know one more thing. Oh, by the way, there's an archive on my channel page of all my tutorials, so if you guys are asking, hey, do a walk animation or do a walk tutorial, it's in the archive. Hey, do a fire animation, huh? It's in the archive, buddy. So suggest something that you guys would like to know other than, whatever is in the archive already. Otherwise, I hope you guys practice the shit out of angles, and I guess I'll see you guys later. Peace, and I love you. Mwah.